Yes, South to Sun is the best. Come back to Gothenburg, please.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning. Show me there's nothing fake to me now. I wanna wake.
Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to Census channel. And today I'm not in the scene, as you can see, and I'm joined by a very amazing guest. And today being a Valentine's Day, we are going to do it the Census way. So welcome to the Census channel. Could you please introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I'm currently a PhD student at the University of Gothenburg, but I'm originally from Lithuania. And yeah, I love marine sciences, and I just happened to meet you here in our sensors class.
Okay,
Yep.
could you please, how do you find your PhD journey? Could you please give us an overview of how it feels being a PhD student?
It's a real challenge. So we always have like a mixed feelings. Sometimes like you have ups and downs, but what I love the most, and that's very specific for marine sciences, that we get to travel a lot, and it's always very exciting to tell to the people that you've been to the Arctic or all those things. But we do spend a lot of time in the lab or in front of computers, which is not so exciting maybe sometimes.
It's also exciting.
Well, it's if you spend too much time in front of computer, it's not as nice. But then in the summer, like you go out again at sea, and then it's like So it's really ups and downs.
Okay, you've mentioned so much about traveling. Does it mean is it the reason why you chose marine sciences? Because I'd presume that you love traveling.
I would say so, yes.
Okay.
So I've been around, and I feel like if I stay in the same place, in the same city, with the same people for longer than a year, then I'm kind of bored. I would say, like, I like adventures, extreme sports, and all those things.
So how many countries have you traveled to so far?
I guess not so many, because I don't do a lot of just like traveling. So I go there and live. So let's say in Gothenburg, I haven't visited Gothenburg before. I just moved in here. The same was with Stockholm. I never been there. I just moved there and lived there for 4 or 5 months. So I wouldn't say that it's exactly the same as visiting a country for 2 weeks or a week, right?
Yeah.
And it's much more because you go there, you really get your friends there, you get into the culture, and that is much more beautiful than just like going there as a tourist. Yeah.
And so what's your next country? What country are you visiting the next?
Egypt.
Why? Why Egypt?
So Egypt is probably will be my very first proper, not work-related vacation. And that's gonna be for surfing, for kite surfing.
That's what you do during your extra time? Like your fun time?
One of the things, when it's warm enough in Sweden.
If I'd ask why surfing and not any other sports?
I do many other sports. So, but surfing is just one of them because I love the seas and ocean so much.
Oh, yeah.
But surfing is kind of similar to skateboarding, and I do that as well. So it's all the board sports: snowboarding, longboarding, roller skating, like roller dancing.
So you'll dance for us today.
Yes, I have my skates upstairs.
Wow. So, and what's the inspiration behind your fashion? I really love your fashion.
Fashion?
Yes. Especially your shoe game. I really love it. Why do you, what's your inspiration?
I like something that is really like that shows your character or something. So I always like to have like a one detail that is different from the daily basis, because people actually usually notice my shoes. I have like different shoes that really like catch your eyes. That's my thing.
And would you describe yourself as an extrovert, ambivert, or introvert?
I would now describe myself, I guess, as extrovert, but I used to be introvert. But then because I traveled a lot, I became much more extrovert, and I like it about myself this way. So that's why I want to continue traveling, because it really makes you, I don't know, be more open.
Okay. And what are your future plans after PhD? What next?
I mean, I always wanted to continue in science, so that's my option A. So after PhD, we do postdoc. And then I would like to go somewhere to Australia where I could work and surf. And if not science, because like life can happen, then I would still like to work in a lab. But there are lots of ocean-related companies that are not really in academia, but you can still work in a laboratory, do analysis, write reports. So it's kind of similar to science, but it's in a way it's easier because it's much more structured. It's really work from 9 to 5, and here the work hours kind of are very flexible and indefinite.
Nice. Last question. Today is Valentine's, right? Are you dating?
Yes. Yes. I have a Swedish guy, a boyfriend.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. So what message do you have for him today?
Yeah, so he's a surfer as well, and we are
Wow.
going to, he's a lot better than me. So I hope that we'll be surfing for the next, I don't know, 50 years together.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think that's really nice when you share the hobby. And yeah.
Okay. Is Valentine's any different? Like Valentine's in Sweden and your country, is it any difference? Do you see any difference?
No, it's quite similar. Although I'm not a fan of Valentine's Day because I think the Valentine's Day should be every day.
Yeah.
But it's quite similar, I think. Like you get, you usually go for dinner or something with your significant other, or you somehow commemorate it. I don't know. But so it's pretty similar, I would say.
And lastly, I know I said lastly, but now the very last question. What is your greatest lesson in life? What have you learned so far that keeps you going daily?
Oof. For sure I have something, I think, yeah. So, because I always, it's related to your thing, I guess. We tend to doubt ourselves, thinking that you're not good enough, and many times, because I have also many hobbies, I've proven myself that if you're just motivated, it's never late to start a thing, and it's never, you can do everything, you can learn everything, basically. Wow. And just like, it sounds maybe a little bit like, cliche, but really you can learn everything if you have enough motivation. Like, of course, sometimes it's true that you can be limited financially to learn things. That is true. But the real, other than that, you don't have really limits for things.
Okay. And your parting shot as we finish the interview today? Anything you want to say to tell the audience, my
Spread
fans?
love, guys. And listen to South to Soul.
Yeah, I believe you're a fan to South to Soul, right?
Yes. South to Soul is the best. Come back to Gothenburg, please.
And until next time, that's it.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
yeah.